Hi, I'm Rebecca Ryan. I'm a shamanic witch in Melbourne, Victoria, here to show you how to consecrate a candle. To make a consecrated candle, which will in the end look maybe something like this, I recommend choosing a candle that is of your liking. So I don't use tea light candles unless I have to, because tea light candles are already in a silver container. Neither do I use candles which are in votive holders. I'm just after a candle. So these are from the $2 shop. They're in supermarkets, just any good old candle. If you want to, there's a whole science about choosing colour. Yeah, it's completely up to you. We might go through that at some later stage. We're just looking at how to take this candle and consecrate it. So the first thing that I do is use scissors to score down the candle. So that is to take a couple of layers of the wax off the candle, just like that, so that you have almost like an indentation. Also, it will be slightly ridged. So I don't know if you can see it, but this has ridges in it where the scissors have jumped. It's very good. I want ridges because I want the spell to hold in those ridges. So onto those, first of all, I need something that will stick the spell. So I'm using a quite fibrous spell. And to have them stick on, I'm going to put some oil, which is actually part of the spell. So this is eucalyptus oil. If I can get it open. This is eucalyptus oil. Oils are flammable. I want just a little bit. I want just enough eucalyptus oil to stick the spell, but not enough to burn the candle very, very quickly. So I am going just down here like this with eucalyptus oil. So I have now one shiny side of this candle, which is drying quickly. So then I take my spell. So this is a spell I have already made for the client whose candle this is. So I've already put the spell together. Now what I'm going to do is put it onto that shiny surface so it sticks into the oil. And I now have just enough oil on there to hold this spell. So there we go. The next thing, well, that's not going to stand up. The next thing that I do is carve into this candle a sigil. So I might carve in the initials of the person that I'm making this for. I'm actually going to carve in a symbol which is from the OM alphabet. So it's an old alphabet, and the symbol is just a very straight line and then 2 lines across. So that represents a certain something. So inside the magic that's now on the outside of this candle, there is also a sacred symbol holding that magic in place and continuing to escalate the magic that happens when this candle burns. You can put anything at all you want. You could put, if it was a candle for love, you could put a love heart. If it was a candle for wealth, you could put a dollar symbol. Anything at all. I usually use one of the old alphabets because each of the letters or each of the symbols has quite a strong representation of something. So generally I use those, but you don't have to. Then, if I was not burning this straight away, I would wrap it in silver foil, tin foil, aluminium foil, and just leave it resting somewhere until I was ready to burn it. Always be careful with candles. This one's not standing up particularly well. Here's one that is standing up particularly well. Always be careful with candles. You would burn this, if you wanted to leave this and burn it overnight, you would burn it in a container, maybe in the shower or at the bottom of the bath or something, so that there's no danger. You don't have to burn consecrated candles all at once. So you can light them and then blow them out and light them and blow them out again, which we'll talk about. And because this is an invoking consecrated candle, all of the work that I've done has come from the top to the bottom. If it was a banishing kind of consecration, then I would go from the bottom to the top. So as you dress a candle, if you want something, if you want more of something or something new coming in, you dress from the top to the bottom. And if you're getting rid of things or banishing things, you dress from the bottom to the top. Thank you.